One text was all it took to break her heart. She texted the guy she liked and asked where he was. He replied almost instantly, saying he was stuck in a meeting at work, but she could clearly see he was standing just a short distance away. She was still holding on to a little hope, so she waited outside the front entrance. The butler had always told her to use the side door, and she never understood why. Not until today. She watched wealthy guests come and go through the front entrance. That is when she realized it was never about the rules. It was about status. Then she froze. The man was standing on the steps with his fiancée wrapped around his arm. Their eyes met. He looked away right away, grabbed his fiancée, and walked off like he had never met her. As they passed each other, there wasn't a hint of emotion in his eyes. And just like that, every last bit of hope she had was gone. She didn't make a scene. She quietly deleted every way she had to contact him and ended that one-sided relationship herself. Her name was Claire, a regular college student. She worked several part-time jobs to cover her dad's medical bills and her own expenses. One of those jobs was tutoring the youngest son of the wealthy Carter family in English. One accident changed everything. One day she got a call saying her best friend had tried to take her own life. She rushed to the hospital and ran straight into Ethan Carter, thinking he was the guy who ruined her friend's life. She blasted him right there in public. Ethan never argued back, but when one of his men insulted her friend, he shut him down immediately. Then someone explained what had really happened. The man who destroyed her friend's life was someone else. That is when Claire realized she'd blamed the wrong person, and that is what stuck with him. On a snowy night, he saw Claire shivering alone at a bus stop and had his driver bring her an umbrella. After that, he kept finding reasons to run into her until he slowly became part of her life. But it didn't last. An accident happened at her father's construction site, and her dad was taken away for investigation. Claire rushed back to her hometown overnight and asked her aunt for help. Instead of helping, her aunt was busy playing mahjong, mocked her, and threw her right out of the house. The town was pitch black, her phone was dead, and she didn't have $1 on her. Just as she was about to walk miles home, headlights cut through the darkness. Ethan showed up. He drove all the way from the capital to that small town, calmed Claire down, and promised he'd take care of everything from there. That night inside the tiny old house, Claire made him a bowl of hot noodles. For the first time, Ethan let his guard down and fell asleep on the couch. She looked at him like that for a long time, but she also knew the gap between them wasn't just about love, it was about the difference in their worlds. After they returned to the city, Ethan asked his friend Lucas to take Claire to Indonesia as an interpreter, saying it would give her more work experience. Claire thought it was simply a great job opportunity, until she went to the Carter house to drop off some documents. Right in front of everyone, Ethan's mother introduced Claire to Ethan's future bride with one simple sentence: "She is just our English tutor." At that moment, Claire had never felt more out of place. She quietly buried every feeling she had for him. After arriving in Indonesia, Lucas took her aboard a luxury cruise ship. The casino was packed with money, lights, and non-stop partying. She couldn't get comfortable. She stepped into the hallway for some fresh air, but a stranger quietly followed her, then suddenly came at her. Not long after, Ethan got the call. Trying to escape, Claire climbed over the second floor railing and jumped. She slammed onto the lower deck. The second Ethan heard what happened, he immediately walked out of a meeting worth hundreds of millions. He demanded to know why Lucas failed to protect her and swore that whoever hurt Claire, and even their entire family, would pay for it. Then he got on the first flight to Jakarta. Back on the cruise ship, Claire was still unconscious, waiting to be rescued. But even if Ethan made it in time, the hardest part was only beginning. The Carter family's opposition, the gap between their worlds, a past that is still hidden, all of it was about to test them both.